You create a YouTube account today. Empty. No history. No likes. No subscriptions. The next morning you log in again. And something very strange happens. The home feed offers videos that are extremely specific to you. Not popular in general. Not trending. Specific to you. As if YouTube has already learned your preferences before you ever stated them explicitly. The question is simple. How is that possible? The easiest explanation is the most obvious one. YouTube sees your watch history. YouTube sees your likes. YouTube sees your subscriptions. This is all data you gave willingly. But here is the problem. You just created an account. There is no history, no likes, no subscriptions before this. So how does YouTube know you? The real answer is far stranger and far deeper. Somewhere in Google's offices in Mountain View, there is a system called the YouTube recommendation engine. Not just one algorithm. This is a collection of hundreds of machine learning algorithms working simultaneously. Each algorithm sees different data. Each algorithm searches for different patterns. Their goal is singular, to predict which video will make you watch longer. But what exactly is the data they analyze? What does YouTube actually see? Most people think the YouTube algorithm only sees what they watch, the videos they click, the playlists they save. This is not enough. This is not close. YouTube sees far more than that. YouTube sees videos you clicked and then immediately left. YouTube sees videos you pause. YouTube sees how long you pause. YouTube sees when you rewind. YouTube sees how many videos you scroll past before you click one. YouTube sees what time you usually watch. YouTube sees what device you use. YouTube sees where you access from, geographic location, ISP, Wi-Fi network. YouTube sees whether you watch at full volume or low volume. YouTube sees whether your screen is in full screen or windowed. YouTube sees all of this. This data is hidden. You do not see it. You do not control it. You do not understand that it is being collected. But YouTube sees it. YouTube always sees it. Every moment you are online, YouTube is watching. Researchers from Accenture Research led by Paul Daugherty conducted an extensive study on how technology companies use predictive analytics. His findings are well known. Companies like YouTube do not wait until you follow an obvious pattern. They predict patterns before the pattern even forms. They see microsignals. Small movements. When collected together, these small movements form a highly accurate profile of who you really are. But there is another layer, a deeper layer. YouTube also sees your mouse movements. Just by moving your mouse around the video frame, YouTube can predict whether you will continue watching or not. Why? When someone is interested in something, their eye movements follow what they see. Eyes follow content. The mouse follows the eyes. YouTube sees the mouse movement. YouTube sees micro-movement patterns that occur when someone is engaged versus when they are bored. A researcher named Guillaume Chaslot, who formerly worked as an engineer at YouTube, shared this insight in several publications and interviews. He explains that the YouTube algorithm is not designed just to make viewers watch good videos. The YouTube algorithm is designed to make viewers watch longer. This is different. A good video might be 3 minutes long and very high quality. But a video that makes you watch longer makes you click one video, then 2 more videos, then for more videos for 3 hours straight. This is the hidden incentive. This is the hidden system. YouTube makes money from advertising. The longer you watch, the more ads can be shown to you. The more ads shown, the more money YouTube makes. So the YouTube algorithm is not trained to make you happy. The YouTube algorithm is trained to make you watch longer. Happiness is a bonus. Time is the goal. And here is where this becomes frightening. Because YouTube knows that you will not consciously choose to watch longer. So YouTube uses something far more subtle. YouTube uses psychological triggers. YouTube uses persuasion techniques. YouTube learns what makes you watch longer. Not based on your stated preferences, but based on behavior you display when you do not realize you are being observed. A researcher from New York University named Zeynep Tufekci conducted extensive studies on how YouTube's algorithm changes viewer preferences without viewers realizing it. She discovered that if the YouTube algorithm sees you are open to one type of content, it will begin recommending content that is slightly more extreme. Not immediately, gradually, slowly, so you do not notice the change happening. You only see that you have begun watching more extreme content, and you believe it is your own choice. This is what Tufekci calls algorithmic radicalization. It is not you that is changing. It is the algorithm shaping what you see, and through that shaping who you really are. Slowly, without you realizing it. Very carefully. Now let us return to the original question. How does YouTube know who you are before you know yourself? The answer is clearer now. YouTube does not need your history. YouTube does not need your likes. YouTube does not need your subscriptions. YouTube only needs to watch you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes is enough. In 3 minutes, YouTube can see micro-behavioral patterns that tell the complete story of who you are. What engages you? What bores you? What makes you click next? What makes you stop? 3 minutes. And YouTube has your profile. A profile so accurate. A profile more accurate than the profile you have of yourself. The system works because YouTube is not looking for what you like. YouTube is looking for what engages you. Engagement and preference are two different things. You might prefer watching high-quality documentaries that make you think. But you might be more engaged when watching drama videos that trigger strong emotions. YouTube chooses to optimize for engagement, not for your true preferences. This is why, when you first log into YouTube, you immediately see recommendations that are extremely personal. Not because YouTube sees what you watched before, but because YouTube sees how you watch. YouTube sees your eye movements. YouTube sees your mouse movements. YouTube sees how long you pause. YouTube sees when you scroll. YouTube sees what device you use. YouTube sees what time of day you watch. All of this is data, and all of this is real time. The YouTube algorithm does not wait. The YouTube algorithm works instantly. With every movement you make, with every second you spend, with every pause you take, YouTube is learning. YouTube is building a predictive model of who you are. This model is not static. This model is dynamic. This model changes with every interaction. Every day, every hour, every minute. Researcher Danah Boyd from Microsoft Research, when studying how social media algorithms shape human behavior, discovered something important. Algorithms do not just respond to user behavior. Algorithms also shape user behavior. This is a feedback loop. Users display behavior. Algorithms learn. Algorithms recommend content. Users see new content. Users display new behavior. Algorithms learn again. The loop continues. This system is self-reinforcing. This is self-perpetuating. This is design, not accident, not bug. This is a feature. This is a feature of a system built with a very specific purpose. To make you watch longer. To make you come back. To make you addicted. When Tristan Harris, a former design ethicist at Google, began speaking about how technology is designed to optimize for engagement rather than user well-being, he referred to systems like this. He explains that when you design a system whose goal is watch time, you are indirectly designing a system that will exploit user psychological vulnerabilities. Because what makes people watch longer is not what is good for them. What makes people watch longer is sensational content. Content that triggers strong emotions. Content that makes you feel you need to keep watching to find the answer. Content that makes you feel you will miss something if you stop. This is why the YouTube recommendation algorithm is often criticized for taking viewers down increasingly extreme rabbit holes. Not because the algorithm is evil. Not because the people at YouTube are evil. But because its reward system is wrong. Its reward system is watch time. Not viewer satisfaction. Not content quality. Not viewer well-being. Watch time. That is all. And watch time can be optimized very efficiently through divisive content, emotional content, content that makes you feel compelled to click next. Now pay attention to something very important. No one at YouTube consciously decides to recommend extreme content to viewers. There is no meeting where someone says, "Let us radicalize our viewers." This happens automatically, through the system, through the algorithm, through incentives embedded in the reward structure. The system itself makes the decision. The system itself chooses. Humans only build the system. The system is what runs. This is something that must be understood. A system designed to optimize a single metric will move in that direction at full speed, regardless of consequences, regardless of side effects. The system has no empathy. The system has no intention. The system simply optimizes. So now we return to the question again, but with deeper understanding. How does YouTube know who you are before you realize it yourself? The answer is that YouTube does not wait to know who you are. YouTube sees your behavior, and from that behavior, YouTube builds a predictive model of who you are. What you want, what will make you engaged. YouTube does this in real time. YouTube does this at massive scale. YouTube does this with extremely high accuracy. And the most important part? You have no control over this process. You cannot see the model YouTube has built about you. You cannot see the data YouTube used to build that model. You cannot change that model. You cannot delete that model. You can only watch, and watch, and watch, until one day you realize you have been watching for 3 more hours, that you have shifted from one topic to a completely different topic, that your preferences have changed, and you ask yourself, why? How did this happen? What is wrong with me? But the answer is not that something is wrong with you. The answer is that YouTube has learned who you are. And YouTube has used that knowledge to shape who you are. YouTube does not know who you are from what you watch. YouTube knows who you are from how you watch it. And through that understanding, YouTube has changed you. Slowly, without you realizing it. Perfectly. You create a YouTube account today. Empty. No history. No likes. No subscriptions. The next morning, you log in again. And something very strange happens. The home feed offers videos that are extremely specific to you. Not popular in general. Not trending. Specific to you. As if YouTube has already learned your preferences before you ever stated them explicitly. But now you know the real answer. YouTube is not reading your mind. YouTube is reading your behavior. And behavior tells a far more complete story than any preference you could ever state.